today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
We have a beautiful late summer afternoon for football here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the New York Giants. Kicker Goodymo set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Browns set to go on offense for the first time, led by Baker Mayfield in his fourth season now from Oklahoma.
And while we can quibble a little bit about statistics, to me, Baker Mayfield's coming off his best season yet. 26 touchdown passes, cut way down on his turnovers, and led the Browns to a playoff victory for the first time since 1994. This young man continues to mature as both a passer and a leader.
First carry for Nick Chubb. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player that sometimes he comes up really hyped up and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set, and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down. Throwing, Mayfield, incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. That'll go as a pickup of 8. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. Fighting through, and he's got space. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. 30 yards for Nick Chubb. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants ready to go to work on offense, and leading them out, their 3rd-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. JoJo Natson back deep. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Mayfield on first down. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught, Beckham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And unfortunately, in 2020, Odell Beckham tore his ACL in Week 7. The Browns still made the playoffs, but boy, if they had him around, they're thinking about a much deeper run. A good grab there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And it's caught. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on the Pro Bowl guard, Joel Bitonio. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, Chubb. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Now following the made field goal to kick this one off. Pettis now on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A 1st down carry for Barkley. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And Kyle Rudolph spent 10 seasons in Minnesota where he was twice a Pro Bowler. The Giants still believe he has some juice, a good route, and a good catch there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Jones. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
First down, Mayfield. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Anthony Schwartz, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10. Now Mayfield. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
And in his second year in Cleveland after 4 in Atlanta, Austin Hooper always does all he can to build some rapport with his quarterback. He did it with Baker Mayfield last year. Expects it to continue to rise here in 2021.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Mayfield with it once more. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mayfield. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Mayfield now from the 50. He's got Hooper on the short connection. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 24, Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down.
Jarvis Landry now in his 4th year with Cleveland, a 5-time Pro Bowler. No one plays harder in the league, and he's only missed 1 game in 7 years. He does what he always does, makes a nice catch there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be fourth and short.
Good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
Now following the made field goal to kick this one off. Pettis now on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. That's complete left side to Shepard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And despite missing 4 games in 2020, Sterling Shepard tied his career high with 66 catches, and that led all Giant receivers, and he makes a nice catch there.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Barkley is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Back to throw. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but now it's third and goal.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build up. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gano for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield now. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw again. He completes it to Beckham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield, and his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The kick by Parkey is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Now, following the made field goal to kick this one off. Pettis now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
Well, he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So that one will be accepted. Jones now to throw on 2nd down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. "36 yards on the punt with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
This is Hunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll look to throw here. Here's Higgins out of the right side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Chubb gets around him and inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. After the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Pettis now on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Giants going to take over again on offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Jones off the play fake. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And the Giants needed and went out and got a bona fide #1 receiver in Kenny Galladay from Detroit, where he spent 4 seasons and twice went over 1,000 yards. He'll really help the young quarterback, Daniel Jones.
On first down, Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Gano's kick is good. And that'll move him back within 6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. His throw incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Steps away to his left. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Play fake. Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Browns add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After reviewing the play, moving on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. As a 12-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company.
You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Riley Dixon now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half out of the former Heisman Trophy winner, Baker Mayfield. He's thrown for nearly 300 yards already, as we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Pettis now on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Here's a give to Barkley. Room here to run. 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 65 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still first down.
And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, it's Hunt, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Pettis now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing Jones. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. And Rudolph has it left side. Open space inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Barkley again, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Gano now to add the extra point. Cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field, and their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They go play action. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield over the middle to Beckham. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. That catch good for only a couple. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. He's got Higgins over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Mayfield with it once more. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A run for Nick Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A give. This is Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Over to Hooper on the sideline. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Parkey's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Now, following the made field goal to kick this one off. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. We get a look at Sterling Shepard as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And room there to work it inside the 25. 121 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking for the end zone. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay there to make the grab. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Mayfield on play action. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 32 that time. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Handoff comes to Chubb. 116 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Mayfield down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The kick by Parkey is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
Now, following the made field goal to kick this one off. Pettis now on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Flush. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jacob Phillips able to get him for a loss of about 3. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front. And that creates the gap there. And he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. On the draw, this is Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd and 2, Jones. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Following the interception, Mayfield swings this out for Hunt. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tap.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They begin this drive with Chubb. Able to avoid him at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Mayfield on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now a throw here to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Chubb will get the call, running left. There's a nice move, and he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Mayfield. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
And Leonard Williams really lived up to his nickname, the Big Cat, in 2020 with a career-high 11.5 sacks for the New York Giants. Remember, he spent his first 4.5 seasons in the NFL with the crosstown New York Jets. Now he's getting it done, still in the Gotham City area.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
The Giants on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Back to throw again. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 41, Jones. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. 1st down Giants, Jones to Ingram. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They'll look to throw again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit. Had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Mayfield to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They run again on first down. Chubb down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Kenny Golladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Pass complete to Shepard. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding, probably his agent, as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.